Hello everybody, how are you doing today? I'm surprised I look like this because I worked a double shift last night, but here we go, and I'm getting ready to go to work. So let's talk about, yet again, I feel we always talk about James Charles, but let's talk about the rewired soul. But this one's going to be a tad bit different, okay? Because he decided to do this whole thing with Kodeerants. And I want you guys to ride this train with me because it's going to give a bit of context of my views. So I want to start off by saying me and Cody at first did not see eye to eye. We didn't. It started, with the James Charles thing. That's so old. Girl, that's old. Chris. That's old. But if that's all you got to latch on to, it's okay. We understand. So anyway, and Cody went through a lot at that time. She was having people tell her to, do things to herself, awful things, and she became, someone that people would hate on. Now, I didn't hate on her for that particular reason. I even made a video of Cody a long time ago, talking about, because then she made another video saying that people were attacking her, and I had said, dude, you picked on the guy's package, and we're talking about James Charles at the time. So there was a few little exchanges, whatever, or a few little sasses back and forth over on Twitter. I lost a nail, by the way. And Cody blocked me. Sometime later, not too long, if you guys follow Kodeerants, you know that she calls out this girl named Allison that has this weird thing about going after Colleen Ballinger, and I don't know why. The girl needs a little assistance. But Allison had made a comment on one of my videos, and then she slid into my DMs. And I knew the way that Cody felt about Allison. Even though that me and Cody had our differences at the time, I reached out to somebody that I knew Cody followed very, well, and was engaged a lot. And I DM'd this person and I said, please tell Cody to unblock me, because even though that we had our little differences at the time, I wasn't going to stand for what this girl was doing. This girl literally reached out and called her mom. Like her mom. Like, who does that? And I'm like, no matter what my differences are with Cody at that particular time, this is not right. So, lo and behold, Cody unblocked me. We started DMing. And you know what? I know Cody doesn't like Allison, but in the perspective, Allison is the one that kind of brought our directions back together. And, we exchanged a lot, and I realized, you know what? This is a good kid. She's a good kid, okay? Now, I have spoken with Cody several times in DMs or whatever, and I find her to be a very nice person. She really is a very, very nice person, and, is a humble girl. I've caught a few of her live streams and stuff like that. I think she's very humble. Yeah, she says some sassy things, of course, because so do I. We all do. We all have opinions like this. But here's the problem, though. And, I was talking with, I was thinking this yesterday, and I did DM Cody. Sorry for calling you out, boo, but I just want to add context to the story. I love you, girl. But here's the thing about Chris. And this is so, Chris is focused on Cody. And today I discovered now for two reasons. One, because she is the one out of all the channels that has the, well, I don't know if anybody else does, so don't get me twisted. I don't know who holds what degrees. But Cody is very, out and advocates and is very outspoken that she does have a degree in psychology, and she calls Chris out for his shit. And now this is funny because the girl gave him a chance. The girl actually gave him a chance to redeem himself, to interview, to say, let's put this aside. Like me and her did, we talked, and I'm like, that was a stupid thing. We were all in disagreements with each other for no reason. you know, it was, but so Cody, the person that she is, the kind-hearted person she is, tries to give Chris the benefit of the doubt. Girl, bless you. That's all I got to say. But anyway, so she tries to give him the benefit of the doubt and whatever. So then the little knucklehead makes another video addressing Kodeerants and basically spoke about her psychology degree like, meh. So I was very outspoken saying, excuse me, but that's wrong. This girl put hard work and paid for an education to give herself a degree in psychology. And you're going to treat it like, meh, when you don't even have one, but you're out here trying to give advice like you're holding a degree when you're not. And then he had to, you know, say, then he was so nice to say, I wouldn't want to be treated by Kodeerants. Okay, but it's not like Cody wants to treat you, you know. Congratulations. Do you know how many doctors get that? Well, they don't like them, so they go somewhere else. So I'm so sorry you don't want to be treated by Cody. My bad. But she has a lot of other. And then I think about when he says, I'm sorry, this is a little scattered because I got to go to work. But anyway, then he sits there, and I know he always talks about this mob-like mentality. No. When the drama community comes together and protects someone in their community, or speaks up on someone in their community's behalf, or speaks up on their friend's behalf, that is not a mob-like mentality. That is a friendship. That is a community. That is people coming together to defend, you know, one of their own, or to be there for each other. That's not mob-like. That's true friendship. That's true friendship, okay? That's what that is. When people embrace the community, whether everybody has differences of opinions, maybe, you know, I don't like everything Cody tweets, maybe she doesn't like everything I tweet, or maybe she doesn't, Allie doesn't, whatever. But, you know, let's keep it real. It's not a mob-like mentality. It is a friendship and a respect. Everybody respects each other. They respect each other's genre. They expect each other's thoughts. It's just there. That's not mob-like. That's community. That's what it's called, sir. Community. Community. However you want to pronounce it. So that's why they call it the drama community. Just want to point those things out. But this is another reason, and this is why I went back and told you guys the story of me and Cody. And I am glad that Allison did what she did, and I was able to talk with Cody because I know she's a good person. I know she is. I know she has changed ever so much, and she's a great person. So I'm glad that Allison did what she did, and I was able to reach out to her and, you know, clear up everything. And I'm like, man, I was just being a dork, you know, whatever. I was being a dork, and I can admit that. I'm woman enough to come out here and say, girl, I was being a dork, okay? So yeah, absolutely. So anyway, he made a video today, and he's talking about an apology, and I'm like, oh, that was clickbait and a half, girl. It was clickbait. But yeah, I watched it. Don't come for me. Sorry. But I just wanted to see that, you know, because I just really was like, okay, here we go. So then he proceeds to talk about, you know, his book. His apology is selling his book. That's what it is. And how he's going to make videos about his book or whatever. Whatever, boo, you do you. But there is another thing. There's one more reason why Chris goes after Cody. And I just discovered that today watching his video. She did something that he can't. She rose above. She did. She rose above the hate. She rose above the cancel culture. She rose above that. And he can't. He can't get himself out of the way that we feel about him, where Cody did. Do you know why? Because Cody said in one of her live streams, and I was there, that she did realize, you know, her mistakes. And she was like, yeah, that's, you know, and other drama channels had reached out to her. And she grew. Chris is not growing. So he's missing the point, you know, but he's coming at her because she rose above. She is that better person. She is that more respected person now. She is someone that is like, wow, this girl did great. She did great things. She's great. So that is why he's calling her out. So there's two. one, she's a threat to him because she holds something he doesn't. And two, she rose above and he can't. So I just want to say, you know, if he keeps making these videos about Cody, whatever, let him continue, let him whatever. But the Cody that I see, that was then and is now, I like Cody. I do. And Chris maybe wants a little, you know, part of that too. Chris wants a little part of rising above. But you know what? You can't unless you change. Unless you stop doing the irresponsible things that you're doing. Unless you stop doing things that you should not be doing. Unless you just stop. You know, Cody never did the things that Chris did. So don't even put them in the same category, because they're not. She never did. And that's another reason why she rose above. But don't get mad at me, Cody. But I had to make this video and I had to address this because I don't particularly care for Chris going after anybody or like trying to use somebody as a stepping stone. You just leave the girl alone. She tried to help you. She tried to give you the chance. She tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. She tried for you, Chris. She tried. Out of all of us that you pick on, she's the only one that tried for you. Duh. Seriously, Chris, the only one that tried for you. Just leave her alone. And don't take her hard work that she did with her education. Don't take her education and like, meh. Because it's not meh. It's an accomplishment. It's a huge accomplishment. And congratulations to her. Anyways, I wanted to spit out my thoughts on that. And, you know, don't pay attention to Chris. Jealousy is deep. And Cody, flatter yourself, sweetie, because he's jealous of you. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching 5 seconds, 5 moments, 5 minutes of any one of my videos. Your love and support mean ever so much to me. And go give Cody a hug and tell her I sent you. Kisses.